Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to play a song called Moana Chimes in slack key guitar. And this is going to be kind of a two-part song because Moana Chimes is usually played with another song called Pa'ahana. So in the first part of the lesson, I'll teach you how to play Moana Chimes, and the second half, I'll teach you how to play Pa'ahana. So here we go. So to get started, we have to be in the right tuning. We're in Taropatch tuning, which is spelled out from top to bottom, DGDGBD. So it should sound like this. And all together that makes an open G. So since this song uses a lot of chimes, you're gonna have to know how to execute a chime. Those are what chimes sound like. If you don't know how to make one, go back to my previous video. I have some slack key guitar technique tutorials, and I'll show you how to make a chime in those. We'll also be looking at a move that really is what gives Moana Chimes its sound. It's this little double hammer-on move, which goes. So to do this move, all you're gonna do is pluck the first string open, then you're gonna pluck the second string open, but you're gonna do like a double hammer on that second string, on the first and second frets on that second string. So you're gonna do first string open again, like I said, then second string, and that double hammer on the second string. So we already know that a normal hammer sounds just like this, but you're gonna be doing a double hammer this time. So then you're gonna follow that up with, again, hitting the first string open. So it's gonna be just like that. So, and after that, you're gonna pluck a chime on the 12th fret, second string. So it should sound like this. One more time. And you're gonna do that 3 times, and on the third time, instead of just doing a chime on the second fret, on the second string, you're gonna do it on the first and second string. Just like that. So 3 times, it's gonna go. So after you add that move, you're gonna bar the 5th fret, and you're gonna pluck on that 5th fret. Now there's a lot of different ways you can do this part. I usually play it like this. So kind of this move that goes. Sometimes I also play it. And another way to play it, which is kind of the real way, it goes. So it would sound. But if any of those are too complicated for you, you can just bar the 5th fret and just pluck with it barred like that, real simple. So it would sound like. So after you do that bar move, you're gonna just throw in 3 more of those hammer-on with the chimes, which is basically the same thing you did at the beginning. So then a vamp at the end. So you can do 1, 2, 3, bar, let go of the bar, 1, 2, 3, vamp, and then one more vamp. So altogether it should be And if you don't know how to play a vamp, you can go back to my tutorials where I show you how to play a vamp. But basically, if you know how to play that, that's the absolute basic Moana Chimes. That's like the real fundamental part. So now I can get into showing you a little bit more of the details and ways to kind of spice it up a little bit if you want. So one thing that's important to remember for Moana Chimes is there's a lot of choices you can make about speed. If you watch like some people like Makana, for example, he plays it really fast. I don't play it that fast. I play it really slow actually, kind of. And so that's one thing you got to consider is how fast you want to play it. The other thing you have to consider is this move here, this double hammer-on. I kind of taught you that's the way I play it, but there's a lot of different variations for that. Some people can just go. They do it really slow. Like that. I kind of do it a little faster for that one particular move. Even if I'm playing the song slow, I do that move kind of fast. So like. Hear the difference, it's kind of fast. Whereas other people would be. And some people even simplify it even more. They go. So they don't do the double, they just do a one hammer. There's just a lot of different variations and choices you can make with that, but I play it with the double hammer. So another thing we want to take into consideration is how to play that part where you bar the 5th fret. I already showed you there's a few different ways to play it, and I kind of use all of them. But like I said, if it's really hard for you to do any variations right now and you're just trying to get good at barring chords, I would just stick with a simple bar. Like that, just bar it and don't do anything fancy. But if you want to play it a little bit fancier, you can do this move, which I do. Which is you bar it and you pluck on the 7th fret, 1st string, 2nd string, and then 1st string, 5th fret, and then off. So it's like. If I slow it down a little bit. Like that. The other way I play it, bar it. Which is basically the same. You bar it, 7th fret, 1st string, but then you move it over, 8th fret, 9th fret. And then you can do chimes if you want, so. And then the real way to play it is which is kind of like the original. It's using the scale, so you bar it and you pluck on the 2nd string. And then you're gonna jump down here to the 12th and 14th frets. Kind of playing the scale if you're familiar with the scale. If you're not, you should go back to my previous tutorials and learn about the scale. But and you're just using those first 3 strings, so this last move here, when you're in this last position on the scale, which is 7 and 9, you're gonna be plucking with just the 7 and 9, and you're gonna finish with your middle finger on the 8th fret, 2nd string. So those are kind of the ways to play it. You know, you can go playing like that. And you can kind of choose whatever you want. So that's how to play the bar on the 5th fret. I'm going to be teaching you a couple different alternate verses you can play with Moana Chimes. So I taught you the basic structures, the 1, 2, 3, bar on the 5th fret, do whatever kind of move you want, then 1, 2, 3, vamp, vamp, and that's it. But if you want to change it up and add some different types of verses in there, you can replace a certain part. So you do the 1, 2, 3, bar with whatever move you want. Then instead of doing 3 again, you can throw in a different move. So after the bar, like that, for example. So you do 1, 2, 3, bar, then you only do 1, so one time you do that hammer-on chime, and then you throw in this move, and then you go back to the vamps, like that. So I'll show you really slowly what I mean. You go. So I'll show you a close-up. So for this close-up, just watch my fingers and try to copy it as best you can. It goes. So one more time, this is the 7th fret for reference. And all you're doing is plucking really on the 3rd and the 1st strings. And this is another alternate verse. It goes. More time. So close up of that, you're going to be starting on the 11th fret and kind of just doing this. So you can do just like this. And you're gonna slide down to the 5th fret, like that. Chimes, and then you're gonna do this move that goes all the way up. It's gonna start on the 12th. Go. So first you got to remember how to play this. It goes. And then you can do like a little hammer on. So. And then vamp. So if you want to end Moana Chimes, you can end it really simple with a vamp. Just like that, with like a down strum on the first string, 5th fret. Or you can do it kind of the way that I like to do it. When you do that verse, there's a little add-on you can do at the end that goes. And that's kind of the way I like to end it. That's how I usually hear it, how I usually hear people finish the song. They play it that way too. So it would go. And that little end move where you go, you can do any of them. You can do these here. There's really so many different ones you can use to finish it off, but basically that ending after you go. From the 5th fret here, you're gonna slide down to the 9th. Then you're gonna go 8th fret, 2nd string. And I'll show you a little real close up for that. So it goes.